Iranlowo Asheda. Now, quick one. Ẹ̀rọ ni tí mo bá wọlé.
Abọ́bakú joyè lánàá ọba ti wàjà láàárọ̀ yìí o. Ó ti ṣòwò short.
Baby.
Àwa méjìlá di apply fún post Abọ́bakú yẹn o. Wọ́n béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi lánàá. Have you agree? Mo ní kí doctor kọ́kọ́ bá mi check BP ọba. Wọ́n ló rise. Mo wá ní màá lọ máa rò ó. Mo ṣẹ̀ múra tán láàárọ̀ yìí kí lọ sọ fún wọn pé mo ti gbà o. Ọba ti wàjà. Àtàlẹ́ àná lòun dẹ̀ ti gbà. Torí owó tó wà ní òpì ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti fi joyè lálẹ́ àná. Ibẹ̀ ló tún sùn mọ́jú kò tún wálé. Bọ́ ṣe lọ́ba ti wàjà ń sìn kò síbi tó fẹ́ sá lọ.
Baby.
Orí yọmí o, kò Samza tí ń bẹ o. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi ò ṣó pìtìpìtì ò bá ti bá mi báyìí ń sìn. Sunday play. Tó bá jẹ́ next of kin ló wàjà, á pè mí. So, ó dà kí màmá lọ fún post next of.
Yíbíríbírí ó yí kan o. Pàṣán yíbíríbírí ó yí kan o. Igi ti yíbíríbírí ó ti yí kan o. Kan tó wá yí kan o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré gbọ́. Bọ̀ ó ní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ sẹ́lòmíì rí. But ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kọ́kọ́ wo fídíò yìí náà. Ká ṣe ṣe tó wá.
Judge Justice Umukoro was kidnapped over the weekend by gunmen in front of a popular eatery in Yenagoa. The incident occurred around 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Justice Umukoro was with his two daughters and had stopped to buy bread when the kidnappers, who eyewitnesses described as masked armed men in black combat attire, resembling police or DSS operatives, attacked. Here is a video of the incident.
They should not see you.
My car is tinted.
Okay. You can't off it now. Why are you owning it? Why are you off the car? Oh man, this thing is serious. Jesus Christ.
This is quite scary. Well, according to eyewitnesses, the gunmen reportedly trailed the judge and forcefully dragged him into their vehicle and drove off. Well, during the struggle, the judge's mobile phone and a pouch containing his identity cards, ATM cards, and national ID card fell along with two mobile phones belonging to the abductors. A passerby reportedly picked up the judge's phone and handed it to the police. The motive for the abduction remains unclear, and no contact has been made with the judge's family nor ransom demanded. Justice Umukoro is known for driving himself without security details while off duty and was a former state chairman of the Nigerian Bar Association. The Bayelsa State Police Command has confirmed the incident and initiated a discreet investigation. I mean, we had our correspondent, Theophilus Agidi, also cover the story. I believe that he even spoke with some lawyers in that area, and I think that they said they're down in tools and they're going to go out to protest. This is so scary. I believe you even said that you were in Bayelsa State over the weekend as well. But this is what we're seeing in Nigeria. Over the weekend, at least 71 people were killed in several states across the country. In Kebbi State, 30 lives were lost due to bandit attacks. In the Zuru communities, Borno State experienced a suicide bomb attack at a food joint in the Konduga local government area. Additionally, a bomb explosion occurred in Kano State, and mob action in Plateau State claimed the lives of 13 travelers in the Mangu district of Mangu local government area. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Vice President Kashim Shettima, and Governors Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State and Uba Sani of Kaduna State have all condemned these attacks of violence. Vimbai, I mean, these stories that happened over the weekend, quite scary. We start with the judge, and 71 people across several states lost their lives over the weekend. The security situation is becoming alarming really quickly.
It's extremely alarming. It's distressing, and especially because we're not really seeing a sense of urgency. We saw what happened in Benue. Yes, the president visited Benue, but what has followed up since then? He made a number of proclamations. Yes, we've seen some of the stakeholders have come together. They've started meeting, but We need urgency, and what we said about Benue, Plateau, Borno, Kano, now you're looking at Bayelsa, is that this is something that is beyond talk shop. This is something that needs, whether it be state police or whether it be empowering communities, whatever it is, something needs to be done urgently. Now, we also have an issue because when we're dealing with insecurity, there are now two narratives around it, because the government maintains the position that these are political issues that can be dealt with by political solutions spearheaded by the governors of each state. But the people in most of these communities are still crying foul and saying that there's something more sinister at play. So, God, it's frustrating, but in the meantime, we need security restored in every corner of Nigeria urgently.
My heart goes out to these families, and of course, the judge in Bayelsa State. I hope that the police, find him sooner than later. Well, let's continue on what's trending. The presidency has reacted to comments made by former governor of Jigawa State, Sule Lamido, who over the weekend accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of supporting the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. Lamido claimed in an interview right here on Arise News that Tinubu only gained prominence after the formation of NADECO, and that Tinubu's mother, Alhaji Abibatu Mogaji, mobilized market women in support of the annulment. Let's take a look.
I feel highly entertained by Tinubu's rhetorics, the way he's dramatizing his own role, in Nigerian democracy. Luckily, we're all alive, we're all there, we're all, participants in that particular, sphere of political activity. So I was in the midst of it. Tinubu became relevant and noticeable after Abacha took over government. Before then, he was in the Senate. Well, was the secretary of the party. And with all respect to him, you see, he was part of those people who were supporting Babangida's annulment of June 12. He was part of it. His own mother, Haja Mogaji from Lagos, was organizing Lagos marching women to come to Abuja to pledge, support for Babangida. I'm saying this because it's simply history. I mean no harm. Don't mean to embarrass him. But then you see, he was actively handing gloves to Babangida. So when Tinubu today, after being a Nigerian president, decided to rewrite history, trying to maybe deconstruct history and then rewrite it, then it is very, very amusing because he was part of the Babangida support of June 12. He was part of it. Now, it was only when Abacha took over government that Tinubu then became a so-called activist of June 12. There is a difference between the victory and the victor. The NADECO were more concerned with the victory than the victor. As far as they are concerned, in the bathwater they are trying to use, they are trying to hang on to their own kind of riding on top to reinvent, history in Nigeria. Otherwise, I feel embarrassed for the president, for the way he's talking, honestly. Ask anybody. What is happening today in Nigeria is simply something very, very laughable.
Well, the presidency has refuted Sule Lamido's claims, describing them as a distortion of history and an attempt at revisionism. In a statement,
mo rò pé gbogbo wa láti wo fídíò ìbá ò lè ṣe rí sí èyí tó yí kan wọn nìyẹn.
My message to my Fulani people, my dear Fulani people, my heart is bleeding. I cry not just because my own father is missing, but because our entire tribe is bleeding silently. We are hated, we are feared, we are misunderstood, and some of it is our own fault. Today, everyone sees the Fulani man as a bandit, even when he is innocent, even when he is just a farmer, even when he is a man of peace, he is already judged as guilty. But this was not who we used to be. Our ancestors were people of honor, people of truth, people of knowledge. Do you remember our ancestor, Shehu Danfodio, Shehu Usman Danfodio? Do you remember what he stood for? He stood for justice. He said, a nation can rise without religion, but it cannot rise without knowledge. And it is true. countries like America now, they rise because they have knowledge, not religion. Shehu Danfodio fought ignorance with books, not with bullets. He built schools, not bandit camps. He taught justice, not jungle. So what had happened to us? What happened to us? Why are we no longer known for knowledge, but for AK-47 and cows? Why did we abandon the turban of scholarship for the image of terror and banditry? My people, we are destroying ourselves. Today, we can't walk freely in markets. People fear us. They avoid us. They insult us. Even when we are innocent. My father was a peaceful man. He worked to bring peace between government and our own community. They called him to help, but now he has already disappeared. He has disappeared, and nobody wants to speak for him because he is a Fulani. Wallahi, I swear to Allah, wallahi, this is not the future Shehu Danfodio wanted for us. He wanted us to lead with wisdom, not fear. He wanted us to carry books, not guns. He wanted us to protect the weak, not oppress them. My dear Fulani youth, don't let ignorance define our future. Let us return to knowledge. Let us return to peace. Let us return to honor. Please, if we don't change, wallahi, the world will bury us with shame. The world will bury us in shame. May Allah protect the innocent among us. May He guide those who have lost the path, and may He return my father safely. Thank you very much. Please share this message, not just for my father, but for every innocent soul caught in this storm of confusion and hate. Please, not just because of my father or anything, just share the video for the sake of innocent souls caught in this storm of confusion. Thank you very much.
A cold room located in the heart of Ado-Ekiti, the Ekiti state capital, has been sealed off by NAFDAC for allegedly selling rotten and unhealthy fish. According to NAFDAC coordinator in Ekiti state, Mrs. Stella Dosumo, the cold room was reported by a customer who bought fish from them and noticed that it was not good enough. Olatunji is the owner of the cold room.
The main factor is light. You don't have light. As you can see now, you are here now and there is light. Though there is light, but it's not working. For 4 hours now, I must buy exactly like 40,000 diesel. That's all what we are going through. It has not been easy for us. And there's no amount of them that we can earn. Assuming we earn them for 20 hours, we can never get what we want.
However, some customers who gathered at the cold room pleaded on behalf of the fishmonger.
Mo máa rẹja every blessed day la máa rẹja so kò dẹ̀ sígbà tí mo wá sí ibi tí mo wá rẹja tí mo rẹja tí ò dáa kò tiẹ̀ sí àti téèyàn bá ti máa parọ́ mẹ́lẹ́dá ẹnìkan kò sí àti ṣáwà àti ẹbí ààrẹ ẹbí kò dẹ̀ ká ṣípa ìṣẹ́já fún wa rí pé bóyá ẹja ni.
Mo ti ń jẹ ẹ̀bọ̀ tí wọ́n fi tiẹ̀ wọ́n fi kóńgà títí jẹ ṣé o ti yẹ yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹja wọn kò sígbà tẹ́ja wọn ò kì í da iná tí ò da ni.
Bukola Kolawole.
Move closer. And if you are a Nigerian, this concerns you too. But my Ghanaian people, hey, make it make sense. Make it make sense. How is it possible that a staff at your Washington DC embassy was allegedly charging extra fees for all visa processing, passport renewal, new passport processing, and diverting everything into his private account? And it took the embassy more than 5 years to realize that this was happening. More than 5 years. Apparently, this man, Uncle Fred Kwateng, was the head of the IT department at the embassy in DC. And he started working there in 2016, by the way, not 2017, like the Minister of Foreign Affairs said. In fact, this man said that he's been doing different projects for the embassy since 2013. But he officially got on contract in 2016. So some people are saying that maybe this thing has even been going on since 2016, which will be 9 years now. Anyways, the Minister of Foreign Affairs accused Uncle Fred of creating an unauthorized link on the embassy's website to redirect visa and passport applicants to a private firm where they were charged extra fees for multiple services without the knowledge of the foreign ministry. We're talking about charges of between $30 to $60 per application, depending on whatever you're applying for. And let me tell you, a lot of people are visiting Ghana. A lot of African Americans are moving to Ghana. In fact, they only shut down the embassy for like 5 days or so when this scandal happened. But once they reopened, can you believe that they issued more than 800 visas? That is to tell you how frequently people are going to Ghana. Although I'm still partial, I don't know why they are going to Ghana. Have you been to Nigeria? Because me, I've been to Ghana. It's not that special. Hey, Nigerian people no vex. Besides your airport, plus your stable electricity and your good roads and your running water and relatively better security. What else? What else do you have that we don't have? We have some amazing infrastructures in Nigeria that you are yet to have. I'm not hating you. I'm just saying people need to explore Nigeria as well. Oh shit. Okay, so a lot of people are visiting Ghana. So if they issued like 1,000 visas in a month, it may not be up to that. But let's just multiply $30 by 1,000. That's like $30,000 that Uncle Fred allegedly pocketed. And don't forget that sometimes he charges up to $60. So, how did it take the embassy 5 years to realize that this was happening? So when this happened, all foreign ministry staff posted to the Ghanaian Washington DC embassy were recalled back to Accra. The embassy's IT department was dissolved, and all locally recruited staff were also suspended pending the investigation. The embassy has reopened, so I'm believing that all the staff are back to work. However, Uncle Fred is not happy with the news circulating about him, calling him a fraud. He's like, no, hold up, I am not a fraud. I've been working at the embassy since 2016. My contract has always been 1 year, and every year they kept renewing my contract. He's saying that he did not do anything wrong, that he made visa processing and passport processing more efficient for the embassy. He's like, since I upgraded your website, has anybody complained? He said that his services allowed for effective communication with passport applicants, which he claimed was known to the officials and appreciated by officials at both the embassy and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. As in, he added that the services that he's been providing improved user experience and helped applicants to track their documents. In fact, let me quote him. He said, "Tell me, all these years, did anybody go online or on social media to say that someone had stolen their money or passport? No, there was no complaint." He further clarified that the fees collected through his own private platform were not for embassy services, but for him assisting the applicants with logistics, such as return envelopes and label preparation. Basically, Uncle Fred is saying, I made your life easier. What is wrong with me charging for my services? The man is granting interviews. So in one interview, he said that, can we just look at the good parts? The part where people benefited from. And let's just forget about the fact that someone was benefiting from something that he had genuinely put together. He really said it. As in, he did not see anything wrong in what he did. Oh, you know, initially I wanted to ask you guys that, do you think he did anything wrong? But then he said something that caught my attention. The man said in one of his interviews that his actions were not done in secrecy. and that the embassy leadership was fully aware of his role and the services that he was providing. You know the one that shocked me? This man said, and I quote, he said, if they had a problem with what I was doing, they would have made me stop. I said, ooh, oh, snap, snap. So guys, my question now is, who do you think is at fault? Is it Uncle Fred? Or do you think other people at the embassy knew what was happening and they did not do anything about it? For those of you that are speculating, by the way, because I can see you from across the screen, some of you saying, they knew, they were just getting their own cut. God will forgive you. Me, I did not say that. You are the ones saying it, and I'm praying for you that God will forgive you. Anyways, who do you guys think is at fault? You know why this story is very important? Because it is not just happening at Ghanaian embassy. So, hey. As a Nigerian, anytime we want to renew our passports like that or get new ones for our children, we also get some extra charges that they don't necessarily give us receipt for. Benny, where is that money going? Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Humbolewa, my father, where art thou? Where art thou? Mr. Minister, don't turn deaf ears to this story. You don't think this is just a Ghanaian something. Our New York embassy, Nigerian embassy in New York, Benny, our New York embassy, for example, it is written on their website, Bagada, that we must also pay an administrative fee of $50. $50, and they always ask us to pay this money in money order. What exactly is the administration that is costing us a whopping $50? The staff are already getting their salaries from the Nigerian government, you know, for doing their job, for processing our passports. No, so I understand if they want to charge people that are requesting that they should mail their passport, you know. But $50, oh, tip on you, stop using us to make money. In fact, if you happen to lose your Nigerian passport and you want to go there and get a new one, there are two different $50 charges in the list of things that you have to bring. I mean, just look at number B, $50 money order fee. They did not say for what. But when you look at number 8, it also says $50 credit card administrative fee. Maybe this is a typo, I don't know, but that is already $100 in the name of administrative fee. And all this is different from the $350 penalty fee that you have to pay because you lost your passport too. It's not easy to make dollars. Many of us, we are working daytime, nighttime, part-time and overtime. Everything is expensive now, anything more. Eggs are so expensive right now. It's not easy. But no, jokes aside, guys. Even though it took 5 years, at least Ghana is trying to do the right thing. Nigerian government, you can also do the right thing. There are so many complaints about our embassies abroad, especially about our customer service alone. We love our embassy staff, but some of them, they come directly from Nigeria with that Nigerian office mentality of, I'm the one with the power to give you what you want, so you must worship me. Are you a little bit? Are you a little bit upon something that people are paying for? I genuinely think that it is important for all our embassy staff abroad to undergo proper customer service training before resuming work at any of our embassies. And not all of them, not all of them. Underline that, not all of them, because I have met some amazing people at some Nigerian embassies, and they are usually very nice to me when I go to the Nigerian embassy, which I am grateful for. But I don't want to be the only one. I want every Nigerian to be able to say, they are so nice to me. Anyways, like I said, not all of them, but unfortunately, there are so many of them that don't even know that something is wrong. In fact, anytime they see a video like this one that I'm making, they take offense. Instead of them thinking, okay, how can we do better? So that our citizens will be excited to come to their embassy. Because let me hear about your own experience at your embassy abroad, whether you are Ghanaian, Nigerian, Cameroonian, or wherever you're from. And if any embassy official is seeing this video, instead of taking offense, take a pen. Take note of what people are complaining about in the comment section, and let's see how you can do better. And unfortunately, because of this I don't care attitude, I know a lot of people that once they get the citizenship of the foreign country where they live in, they don't want to have anything to do with their own embassy anymore. It shouldn't be like that. An embassy should be a place of vital support for its citizens abroad. It should be our home away from home. Of course, that is where to facilitate diplomatic relations. It is supposed to be a hub for cultural exchange, but it should also be where we feel seen, where we feel heard, and where we feel helped. We can definitely do better. Me, I have faith in the Nigerian embassy, but oh shit! And while we're talking about this, I just want to inject this, that Nigerian embassies in America, can you always make sure you have Nigerian restaurants inside your embassies? I'm talking about authentic Nigerian restaurants. Because sometimes we come there, we spend a long time waiting for our turn, and we get hungry. You know, when you are in your embassy, should be where you can get authentic amala, authentic pounded yam, authentic jollof rice. This is something that Ghanaians don't have. I'm talking about the authentic Nigerian jollof rice, you know. But I'm just speaking of my Ghanaian people today. No vex. I love you guys. You guys know I love you, but you still don't know how to make good jollof rice. Don't worry. I can actually teach you on this show. But Nigerian embassies, please always ensure we can eat authentic Nigerian food whenever we come to visit you guys. It's even a very good business for you guys because people are always in and out at the embassy. You will not short. Niso will short if you have a good restaurant. We will always patronize you. Shout out to my Ghanaian people. I love you guys. I love Ghana, by the way. I can't wait to go back. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok. Alright, y'all. It's Miru, and I'm keeping you up in here. Until next time, I'm gonna see you all later. Peace out.
Last night, in fact, this morning in Los Angeles, downtown Los Angeles, police targeted Nigerian clubs, parked in front of the club. As people were coming out, they were lining them up, fingerprinting them. Those people without paper were taken away. And this does happen in the United Kingdom as well. You see, there is a road that links Greenwich and Woolwich together. That little road where there is a total petrol station, anytime in the evening on weekends, you will see police standing there, stopping vehicle, trying to see if they are drunk. But now they use it for immigration. Please, if you are still regularizing your paper, if it has not been properly regularized, I beg you, don't go to party where there are many Nigerians, don't go to club.
Boa láti gbọ́ ní oríṣiríṣi ṣe rí oríṣiríṣi òye Nàìjíríà ò lè dá torí pé kò ń ṣe nǹkan kan náà ẹbọ ìgbà wo ló máa jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́ wá látòkè kó dàrú wá látòkè kó ní kálukú jórúkọ bàbá ẹ̀ kó lè má continue lọ báyìí tó bá kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí ẹ̀yin ìyá yín bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n àti àbúrò èmi ọmọ yín náà ní olólùfẹ́ yín ayé ọpẹ́ yọ ṣe yọ lọ́dọ̀ sí yín náà ní agbára lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ayé ọpẹ́ yọ fún wa lórí ọmọ lórí ìdáwọ́lé wa òun là ayé ọpẹ́ ló máa fi máa yọ orúkọ tèmi ò tí yí padà o ayé ọpẹ́ yọ Dr. Zabby Talk Show ire o ire gbangba ire ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa like ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa share ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa fi comment tí yín sílẹ̀ ó jẹ wá lógún ara nǹkan tẹ́lẹ̀ fi máa support ètò wa náà nìyẹn wípé kẹ́ bá wa fi comment sílẹ̀ ẹ bá wa share ẹ bá wa fi comment sílẹ̀ ire o ire gbangba ire one love bye for now.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.